Coming to you from Teachable's otherworldly headquarters, this is Livin' Now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Livin' Now. I'm Cheech, and we're keeping our eye on what's happening in the future. Imagine light breaking all the rules and behaving like a new state of matter. Scientists in Italy have changed how we understand light by making it behave like a supersolid, a rare state of matter that's both solid and liquid at the same time. Until recently, supersolids were only observed in ultra-cold gases cooled near absolute zero, the coldest temperature possible where quantum effects start to dominate. But now, researchers have managed to create this state using particles of light in a special semiconductor material. By packing photons densely into this material, they observed them forming unusual patterns that show the hallmarks of super solidity, moving together in a way that combines the flow of a liquid with the fixed structure of a solid. This discovery not only gives us new insight into the strange behavior of light under extreme conditions, but also opens the doors for advances in quantum physics and future technologies like ultra-fast computing and precise sensors. It's a powerful reminder that even something as familiar as light can surprise us, and science is still uncovering its hidden possibilities. A breakthrough in wearable technology may soon let people see in the dark. No bulky goggles required. Scientists have developed a new kind of contact lens that lets people see infrared light, potentially giving wearers a kind of built-in night vision. The lenses work without any power source. Instead, they use special nanoparticles that absorb invisible infrared light and convert it into visible light right inside the eye. In early tests, participants with the lenses could detect infrared light and even showed changes in brain activity, even with their eyes closed, since infrared passes through eyelids more easily than visible light. Right now, the lenses only work with bright infrared sources, so researchers are working to boost their sensitivity and improve resolution. They're also exploring versions that could help with color blindness. It's still early days, but this technology could one day change how and what we see. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's look to what's next.
Things that I bring on an overnight bikepacking trip. Tent. Sleeping bag. Sleeping pad. Space blanket. Air pillow. Towel. Toolkit. Water filter. Water bottles. Stuff sack. Headlamp. Lock. Cargo net. Valet straps. Other things that I usually bring with me would be a battery pack, phone charger, first aid kit, zip ties, stuff gets loose, spare tube, sunscreen, clothing. Yeah, I know. Bring extra clothes, food, a way to navigate. You're looking at maybe a GPS, you're running your phone maybe, or even paper maps, or all of the above. It's always good to have redundancies. So you're probably wondering how you're going to carry all this crap on your bike after all. Well, I'd say go to your local bike shop and just check out what they have. Get yourself a cheap basket. Maybe a bag that could go in there. Or, there's other, panniers or racks and that sort of thing. Yeah, there's going to be somebody that's always going to be happy to talk to you about how to carry gear. Your local bike shop is your friend.
My name is Gordon Boswell, and I'd like to welcome you to the Gordon Boswell Romany Museum, which I run in Spalding in Lincolnshire. I opened the museum in memory of my father. He was born in a rod tent on the sands at South Shore, Blackpool on the 25th of February 1895, and I opened it on the 25th of February 1995. He would have been 100 on that day, although he died in 1977, aged 82. I thought that was appropriate to open it on that day, which we did. And then people ask me, where did I collect all this stuff? Well, I was born in a tent at the side of one of these wagons on the 8th of August 1940. And I think it's kept in my bones ever since. And we was like that until I was 8 years of age, and then we went into the trailer caravans, the modern one, and we've progressed on there from then. And I thought, I've always been interested in the past. I've kept, I've bought and I've sold and restored these wagons. Now, what I'm going to show you now, we're coming from the old horse-drawn ones to some of the very good trailer caravans. This one here was built in Penrith, known as a Westmoreland Star, and if you look at the windows, all the glass is cut into stars. That means Westmoreland Star. And if you look at the badge here, it's got Westmoreland Star on here. These was very, very quality trailers. When people talk about this type of trailer, straight away they say, oh, the showman had them built. The showman didn't have them built. They were built specially for the gypsies and the Romany people. After the Gypsy and Romany people finish with them, because these weigh 3 or even 3.5 tons, and it takes a very good truck to pull one. And in them days, a 7.5 ton TK Bedford was pulling these. But when the operator's licenses come into law, and the Gypsy people and Romany people couldn't get an operator's license for their lorries because they had no fixed address, they was getting pulled up and being summoned pulling these heavy things on the road. A transit van wouldn't pull this because of the weight of them. They weigh 3.5 tons, way above the weight limit for a transit van. So then when they were disregarded by the Romany and Gypsy people, then that is when the show people bought them, because they had the big lorries to be able to pull them with, and there was well within the law. But people now associate these with the show people, but originally they was built precisely for the Romany people. You won't see many of these on the road today. The only place to see them is if you go to Appleby Horse Fair in June in Cumbria, and you'll see a handful of these being used by the Romany ladies who's reading your hand and telling fortunes. There's no way that we can do this trailer justice being so tight in the museum. We're a bit tight for room. But this is another very special one made by Vickers of Morecambe, known as a Vickers trailer or a Morecambe trailer. Again, this was £1,000 a foot and plus, and they really went over the top with these. They put a lot of beading on them, a lot of stainless steel and a lot of cut glass, and when we go inside and show you, you'll really sit you back in your seat. Well, now we're inside this trailer, I should just tell you a little bit about it, how the quality jumps out at you again. Just look at it, all these cut glass mirrors, baskets of flowers all cut, all in the mirrors, all in the cupboards as well, the china cupboards, in the windows. We've got baskets of flowers cut in the windows all the way around. You can't look anywhere without seeing a mirror and cut glass. Even the studs that holds the mirrors to the wall, the screws, has got cut glass on top of them. Everything is marvellous. Everything is built on the curve, on the round. Pelmets, you've got glass, cut glass, not just glass pelmets, but cut glass pelmets. It's really something special, and this seat here pulls out into a double bed. The best of quality. This is what they had all them years ago, and now you can see when I said it was £1,000 a foot to be built. The stove, it's got a solid fuel stove that used to burn anthracite and coke. Above the fire we've got another cut glass mirror and 3 side panels and a wardrobe from top to bottom, a big long wardrobe. And as you go further to the end of the trailer, we've got the kitchen on that end, all formica top, cut glass wherever you see it, everywhere around. And then you come to these beautiful big lights, electric lights. In them days they would keep a generator to light these up. It was just like a palace, and can you imagine this?